Welcome in, everybody, to the Rebel Intramural Sportsnet YouTube account. Will Lewin here, being joined alongside Whitaker alumnus for the first day of playoffs here today, Whit, in the Co-Rec Volleyball League for UNLV Intramurals. We've had an exciting last month here as the volleyball season has carried onwards, and now we're finally here in the playoffs. What are kind of the things that you're looking out for this exciting matchup here between Backshots and I'm a Baller? What are the big things that you're looking for as we're in playoffs now?
Well, the last game to get here was just an absolute, I would say, barn burner because it was so exciting. Every game was action-packed. People cared so much about the score. And now we're here, first day of the playoffs. This is where people kind of up the intensity a little bit. We'll probably see a little bit more communication and maybe a little more of a reaction out of people who may win or lose the point. So let's get straight into it.
Yeah, Backshots against I'm a Baller here, round one of the playoffs. Backshots going to be the team wearing the yellow pennies here on your screen. I'm a Baller on the other side with the pink pennies. First point way up in the air. It's going to just about hit the line for Team I'm a Baller, and it's quickly 1-0 in favor.
Well, you see that right side. That was number 11, Noah Fujikane. Just hit that with the kind of the arm of glory there, just towing that line on that right back side. And as we see, they get another point here. They start up 2-0.
Yeah, some miscommunication there for Team Backshots. I believe that was Angel Marquez and Charity Jackal kind of getting caught up with one another, not able to field that ball cleanly. That ball's going to go over in that. Bit of a tip drill there from Team I'm a Baller. Here's the set back over from Backshots. They're going to get a clean hit here. Number 16 going up for it. Not the best. Great block job there. 10 does a job for I'm a Baller, but it's actually going to land on the fourth level here at the Wellness and Recreation Center on the UNLV campus, and now it's 2-1.
No, we see this team might not be the most athletic, so we might not see some high-profile spikes from them. But we will see some absolute superior ball placement because these teams are in the playoffs, and they got here by doing exactly that, superior ball placement, even if they're going against a more athletic spike.
Yeah, we've seen Backshots a couple times here on the Rebel Intramural Sports Network, but I'm a Baller making their debut here on the YouTube account. That service is a clean one. Gets I'm a Baller caught up in the backside of the court, and a whistle blown and a point for I'm a Baller there. 3-1 game here.
2-2, actually.
2-2, sorry.
But as we see that, both teams going kind of back and forth. Lots of communication here on the sideline from both Backshots and I'm a Baller.
Another strong service there from number 16, Gabrielle Moorer, not able to find the other side of the net, and now that point for I'm a Baller makes it 3-2.
About 6:03 local time is the start for here in this one.
Yeah, 4 games coming at you today right here on RISN. Big high dig there from Jasmine Hunter there for Team I'm a Baller. Playing around on the net here. Some miscommunications from I'm a Baller. Great dig there from Jasmine Hunter. It was all her that point. Diving for that one. Able to get it over the net. Finds no man's land on the Backshot side. It's now 4-2.
Hey, she was yelling on the sideline when she was ready to sub in here. And she is just diving on the floor, talking to her teammates on the sideline. She's doing it all. As we adjust the net here.
Yeah, Haley O'Brien, the captain for I'm a Baller. A couple of words of encouragement for Jasmine. Again, doing an absolute job. Haley, one of the soups here at the Recreation and Wellness Center. She's usually the ones on this side of the table with kind of helping people get checked in and checked out for these games. The soup's always doing a phenomenal job. We've got Charlie beside us, always doing a job here throughout the Volleyball League.
I think we were having some trouble with maybe the net came untied a little.
Yeah, they've got these. So essentially, what these poles are for, kind of in the distance here, kind of out of screen here, as they're really in line with the net. But essentially, you've got 2 poles on both sides of the net, and that's basically a kind of like point as to how far out a ball can be. Obviously, like we're here at the broadcaster's table, right? Imagine there was someone right beside us trying to hit a ball over the net. This red and white striped pole, they need to make sure that it's in between those two poles and not on the other side. Thankfully, we do have this kind of like big pole down the middle that you can kind of see, because these nets actually retract from the ceiling and not put up from the ground. We do see the plates in the ground, but we've actually got the retractable nets. So it kind of helps aid with that, but it's still regulation to have these put in place so that, say that it was a pole going from the ground up, you're not just hitting a ball from anywhere to the other side.
Maybe because we just saw, I mean, that dive on the ground maybe looked like it was outside of that pole mark, and so maybe the scoring table's like, hey, let's get these up so that doesn't maybe happen again.
No, it certainly was close there, Whit, but, you know, it wasn't really kind of bouncing on the line here on the back shot side, so I think there was definitely a lot of room for her to kind of work with. It's just more about emphasizing the rules of the intramurals. Back in play here, Backshots trying to get the ball over the net. They're successful, but it's blocked by number 11. A fantastic job there from I'm a Baller, seeing that one all the way through, and they now give themselves a 3-point cushion.
Good little play there, but just couldn't get it back up. A little miscommunication on Backshot's side.
Not the greatest first hit there from Backshots. It's back here on the I'm a Baller side. Number 9 for them hits it over. That's Sawyer Ashman. Another tip drill there from Backshots, able to dig that one out. Slow start here in game number 1. Great piece of recovering there from Jasmine. She hits that one way over the net, able to get it on the back. My goodness, Jasmine Hunter, MVP of the match so far. Here comes the set from I'm a Baller, is able to find the other side. Backshot trying to answer with the big spike.
Here we go. Just kind of laid back there and delivered that, hand of fury onto the I'm a Baller side, and they couldn't get anything going, so we got a 5-3 game here.
Yeah, Jacob Bay on the spike there, finds himself serving, but unfortunately hits it over the red line here at the Wellness and Recreation Center. It's now a 6-3 game here in favor of I'm a Baller, but Jacob Bay, a tremendous job there on that last point. Here he is again, setting it for his teammates, the ball going over the net. Great piece of digging there from Sawyer Ashman yet again. Backshots trying to respond and get it over the net. Great piece of communication there from Jasmine Hunter, telling her teammate to leave that one, and it's now a 7-3 game.
Just trying to recover, just doing anything you can to keep the ball in play. Just a little too hard that time, and they find themselves down 4.
That service is an ace.
Backshot's got to come together here. Talk a little bit about their strategy. No timeout, kind of just like a kind of an in-game timeout. A little break in the action as we go back to the service.
Yeah, Fuji Kane or Fuji Kane on that one, but that service is going to be way high and to the right. Now it's an 8-4 game. Did a great job with that first service. Now we're going to see our first substitution here for Backshots. It's Aiden Marquez Ruiz stepping in. Legend Reigns is going to be coming out.
Maybe a little spike.
Yeah,
man, coming in here, vertical action.
Yeah, Marquez Ruiz, kind of the late addition here for Team Backshots. We saw him walking in just a couple minutes ago. Charlie coming over to our table, letting us know what penny number he's wearing, so appreciate him for that. But that first service from Team Backshots, not going to find the other side of the net. It's I'm a Baller here. Here's Backshots. Free ball here. And they can't quite get it over the net. Backshots really struggling in every aspect. That's the captain and Valen trying to get that one over, and now it's double digits here for I'm a Baller.
These two teams look very even. I think Backshots is just not communicating very well, and as well as just being a little unlucky.
Yeah, it's very quiet on this right side of the court as there's a free ball here for Backshots. Let's see how they respond to big spike and a block.
Wow.
Number 12, Will Simpson, able to get a hand to it, but unfortunately blocks it out of bounds. It's now a 10-5 ball game. Service goes towards Backshots.
Hey, that's the effort we want, though. He's in there for a reason. He's tall. Get in there with the trees and block some shots.
Yeah, the big man for Team I'm a Baller. He sets the ball, quickly hitting up by Haley, the captain. Now it's back over on the back shot side. Another bit of miscommunication there, Whit. You were just talking about it, and we're seeing it firsthand here. There's not really a lot of vocals going on in the yellow pennies, and they're really suffering because of it.
Well, I think they're ball chasing right now, like a term you would use in like a soccer game or a car soccer game. They're just ball chasing right now. They're not really communicating, not really setting each other up, and so they got to get a save right here, or else it's GG's.
Car soccer, I wonder what you could possibly be referring to. I would like to think that it's maybe the popular 2015 Psyonix developed game Rocket League.
It is. Good job.
We have our fair share of Rocket League moments, Whit, you and I. Here's Backshots again. Gonna find the outside part of the court. It'll be another point here for I'm a Baller. It's number 9 on the service here. That's Sawyer Ashman. Trying to extend the gap here against the Backshots. First hit towards the net. Set jump's going to go over, but not find any open room. That's a heads-up play there by Jacob Bay, number 20 on the set. It may have been Marquez Ruiz even. It's hard to tell. They're right next to each other on that left side of the court. Free ball here for I'm a Baller. 2 people trying to get for it. It's a free ball here for Backshots. The set, and no one is there.
Wow.
Able to recover, though, my goodness, but they are going to say a foul on the Backshots side. It's now 15-6, setting it in no man's land, Whit.
You know, I think Backshots' problem is nobody's playing their middle center role. I mean, everyone's hitting it. Obviously, the objective of the game is to get going here and set your teammates up, but when you don't have that point guard or quarterback to say, it's kind of hard to win with 4 wide receivers and nobody throwing them the ball.
Ashman doing a tremendous job in the role of service. There's a big spike, but a good recovery from Backshots. Here's the hit over the net. Not going to find any open room. Gabrielle Moore not able to get that one over the net, and it'll be another point here for I'm a Baller in set 1. 11-point lead here for the team in pink. Short service there from Ashman. Free ball here for I'm a Baller. Nobody's there to get it. Oh, my goodness. The miscommunication has now gone to the other side of the court here. It's 17-7.
Hey, I'm a Baller probably just caught off guard because they thought they were going to set it, and she just delivers like a big knuckle spike to the ball. And it goes right down on the ground. They were not expecting that one. A little bit of an unorthodox, but hey, whatever puts more points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Angel Marquez with that one. Responsible for the point. Oh, and some more miscommunication there between Fujikade and Hunter. Jasmine has had herself a game so far, but that one falls right between the 2 frontliners. It's now 8-17. Backshots trying to claw their way back, and this one, not the greatest hit there from Simpson on the service, and it'll go down as an ace for Reigns.
A game of runs here. Backshots looking superior right now. Like I said, these teams are pretty even. They're just getting a little unlucky.
Here's the service from Reigns. Finally, a clean dig there from I'm a Baller, but the set, not so much. Here's Backshots with the counter. The spike over the net finds number 1, and it's going to go right back to the Backshot side. Here he goes again with the spike, and it's a tip. And what a phenomenal job there from number 20. Jacob Bay, oh my goodness, able to read the defense on the other side of the court, get his team to double digits.
If he could come in and beat that point guard role for this team, they could easily come back. Only down 7 now, and they're on a roll.
17-10 game here. Reigns with the service. I'm a Baller just going to give them a free shot here. Not the greatest first hit there from Backshots. The spike over the net. Great dig there from Jasmine. Free ball here for Backshots yet again. The set. Not where she wanted it. It'll be a tip job. Great recovery there from Backshots. Finds the diving player for the I'm a Baller side. Here's Backshots on the recovery. The spike, a bit of hesitation there between the 2 people up front. Jasmine Hunter not able to dig it out, and it's now 17-11.
I'm a Baller looked dominant in that first one, but or in that first couple minutes. And then we just see they're just getting spiked on right here. They just can't recover. It's just survival at this point, what it looks like for them.
Will Simpson seeing that one all the way through, and another piece of miscommunication. Captain Haley O'Brien can't believe it here on the I'm a baller side as it's now 17-12. That lead slowly dwindling down here against Team Backshots. Backshots not leaving without a fight. Oh, and the service from Reigns isn't going to find the other side of the net. So a good bit of momentum swing there for I'm a Baller.
Maybe a little announcer's jinx in the building.
Possibly,
right now.
possibly. That ball finds open room. Jonas Sotelo with the service ace. It's now 19-12. 2 points away here for Team I'm a Baller. Sotelo still the server. This hit going to go on the right side and out of bounds. It's now 19-13. An opportunity here for Backshots. They really need to take advantage of every opportunity at this stage in the set. Number 16, Gabriel Moorer is going to be the server. That is going to find the hands of Sotelo. Jasmine Hunter and Sawyer Ashman trying to figure out who was going to hit that one. It hits the floor instead. It's now 19-14 in favor of I'm a Baller.
Just a little miscommunication on that side. Maybe they need to get back into their groove.
Moorer with that service, it looked like it had a little bit of zip to it, but isn't able to find the other side of the net. Now I'm a Baller 1 point away, and they're putting it in the hands of their captain, Haley O'Brien, trying to get the job done here for I'm a Baller. 20-14 game. Here's the service. Good dig there from Backshots. The set is to the back court. The hit way over in the first set belongs to I'm a Baller.
Yeah, I'm a Baller just looked they just got off to a hot start right there and never really let up. They had a couple stints in there where they let up 2 or 3 points, but they maintained control. That's what they're going to look to do the exact same in the second set.
And I mean, props to Backshots there. They were down very hard and very early as well in that set and able to put that fight together, keep your composure. Again, we kind of talked about the miscommunication that they were having, and they started speaking up a lot more towards the end of that set there. So a good job by them for putting on a good fight, but finding themselves down one set early here in this match. They've got to go back-to-back in order to win their first round of playoffs. And speaking of the playoffs, let's have a quick look at just what the bracket is looking like. As you can see here on your screen, we're actually on the right side of the bracket here. Excuse me, no. A lot of teams here in the playoff stages, a lot to look forward to as we continue with this game onwards. Might need to fix that bracket graphic there, not really seeing where Backshots. So Backshots actually, if we actually pull up that bracket graphic up again, Backshots, the winner of this game between Backshots and I'm a Baller, this is the match between the 14 and the 19 seed. The winner of this game will slot themselves into the bye spot under the 6-7 white tee. So the winner of this will go on to play 6-7 white tee.
Oh, that's going to be a good matchup because we saw them just last time we covered this this event. 6-7 white tee was a dominant team, and we'll see what the two dominant forces look like going head-to-head.
Yeah, so there are only a few first-round games. There's this one going on between Team Backshots and Team I'm a Baller. Again, they will be facing the winner will be facing 6-7 white tee, the 3 seed. Also, we've got Smooth Obturators and Say You Swear United. Say You Swear United making a few appearances here on RISN. Unfortunately, won't be the case tonight. The winner of that game will play Elbows Deep, the 2 seed in the top of the right side of the bracket. And then the only other round 1 game will take on the undefeated, absolutely unmatched Julie Regulates team, the top side of the left side of the bracket. That round 1 game is between Juste Lebaut and Block Party. Block Party we've seen a few times here on RISN.
All I have to say is whoever played Julie Regulates, good luck, because you're going to need it. They play hard, they play fast, they play a spikeful game, they play a graceful game. They have it all, and that's all I got to say is good luck and pray maybe before you go on the court.
Yeah, Julie regulates a phenomenal team, no doubt there, Whit. So, again, they'll play the winner of Just Labout and Block Party. They've got a bit of a bye heading into the playoffs. Then after that, they'll face the winner of AXID and Pike, and I'd hit that. And then it's just about who comes out best from back row spankers, Cine Gang, Caleb the Best, and Oddfellas. Cine Gang and Caleb the Best, two names that are all too familiar here on the Rebel Intramural Sports Network. But it's an exciting bracket, and we're definitely looking forward to giving you those games not only this week, but next week as well. We've got 4 games today, 4 games on Wednesday, 2 games on Monday, next Monday that is, and then the championship game, 7 o'clock Tuesday. Make sure you guys are tuned in for that.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Oh. Looking a little, kind of like a little shy there after she hit that one. Who was that? That's the team captain, right?
Yeah, that's Miss O'Brien there. As Backshots getting on the board early here. There's O'Brien again trying to get the ball over the net.
Oh,
she
my.
That's 3
in a row.
My goodness, Whit. 3-0 here early for Team Backshots, and they're kind of riding that momentum that they found in the latter half of that first set to try and secure the second one and push this game to a 3-set series.
They got to go back to back, as you said, but how they're playing, I get it.
Great spike there.
Oh, my.
From Moorer. Good extension. The set by Jacob Bay couldn't have been any more perfect. Backshots find themselves up by 4. And, I mean, honestly, if they're able to get this 5th point, you go back to that first set. Had they found this momentum a little bit earlier, they would have tied the series up.
Yeah.
Neri with the service for Backshots. The free ball over the net. A bit of miscommunication there for Backshots, and it's going to go right into the net off the hand of Moorer. It's now a 4-1 game here as Team I'm a Baller is able to find their first point here of the set. This is Jasmine Hunter being substituted into the game, and the server will be Jonah Sotelo. Big high service, shallow service for I'm a Baller. Big spike there on the other side. Backshots able to get it on the other side of the net. Here's the set. Not where Jasmine Hunter was. They called for the ball to be out, but Backshots want to carry on. Here's Moore with the spike. Finds some open net in Coffin's corner, and it's 5-1.
She's so good right there, especially when the ball comes to her, and she has that, hand up, the hand of God, as we like to call it, going into the Coffin corner. Places it beautifully. In a 5-1 game.
Gabrielle has really found her stride here in this set. A few of the points here for Team I'm a Baller have been because of her solely and that right-hand spike that she's just been dominating with so far. Here she is on the service line. That ball way over, and it's 5-2 quickly here for Backshots.
That was definitely an interesting serve. Yeah. Well, we play on.
Captain O'Brien with the service. Not the best first touch there from Backshots. They're able to get the ball on the other side of the net, but they're going to say it hit the pole on that left side, and it's now 5-3. I'm a Baller clawing back after going down early, giving up the first 4 points. O'Brien with the service. Not the greatest first touch, and it's quickly a point here for I'm a Baller. They're starting to get their stride back here.
O'Brien's serve is more like a punch than a serve, but it works. I want you to watch as well.
Here's O'Brien again. That service ace
for
O'Brien. 5-5 tie game here, and it's all because of the captain.
O'Brien's serve is so unique. It's kind of just like throws you off. She punches it, and it works.
There's a flat-handed service there from O'Brien. Here's the set on the back shot, and who else but Gabrielle Moorer? And it's not going to find inbounds. It's now 6-5. O'Brien will keep on serving. Neck and neck here between Backshots and I'm a Baller. O'Brien serve high and deep this time around. It'll be a free ball for I'm a Baller. O'Brien's the first one to react. Here's Hunter sending the ball over. Moore with the first touch for Backshots. Bay able to set the ball over. Hunter again trying to get it in free land on the Backshot side. Here comes the Backshot spike. It deflects off of Simpson and lands in between the I'm a Baller players. It's now 6-6 here as Backshots able to find a point after giving up 4 unanswered there.
You might think that, hey, if Simpson didn't touch that, he kind of just tipped it, and nobody was there, frankly.
Backshot spike over. A bit of a free ball there for I'm a Baller. I'm a Baller, a free ball back to Team Backshots, but it's a high one, not easy to deal with. Here's the set. Spike over the middle is going to be more of a tip than anything. Miscommunication on the I'm a Baller side. Everyone backing up from it, expecting someone to be there to set it up for them. It drops in between all 6 of them, and it's now 7-6.
Oh.
Free ball on the Backshot side. Here's the set from I'm a Baller. Simpson, the tip drill. Backwards hit for Backshots. The ball able to find the other side of the net. I'm a Baller leaves it, and they do so smartly as they're able to tie this game up.
They started clapping even before the referee had made their signal. They knew it was out.
Yeah, Jonas Sotelo on the line. They're really seeing that one all the way through. Does a good job of leaving it. Short service there on the I'm a Baller side. Free ball here for I'm a Baller, and it's handled poorly there from Amanda Racina. Backshots back on top here. Racina hasn't seen too much playing time in the game today. Looking to get warmed up here as the service on the Backshot side. Here's Racina with an opportunity, able to pop it back up to her captain. Backshots, the set is clean. Free ball here for I'm a Baller. Miscommunication as Sotelo has to backtrack in order to get it. Simpson not able to get it over the net. And it's now 9-7 for Backshots. They've kind of been taking advantage of the errors from the I'm a Baller side here, Whit.
Hey, I would like Backshots to get more involved with Gabriella Moorer because, I mean, she's just spiking it all around, and I think that's simply where she's at her best.
No, yeah, she has been the MVP on this side of the net here for Team Backshots, especially this set, as it's now a 9-8 game. Here's Jasmine Hunter with the service. Bit of a shallow one, but Backshots able to dig it out. Another opportunity here for Backshots with a strong hit. That one way over.
Maybe just a little too eager.
Yeah, looked as though Jacob Bay, their number 20 on the Backshot size, opened up a little too much on that one, kind of arcing his back too much. That's where you get those high balls that fly way over the boundary line. But Jasmine Hunter on the other side is going to serve that one out of bounds. And now Backshots is the first team to 10.
His eyes lit up on that one. And he's like, I can't miss my opportunity. Unfortunately, he does it just a little too much mustard.
This is Charity Jackal with the service job. Ooh, a bit of a deke there from Backshots and a spike drop down, able to be recovered from I'm a Baller. The captain's able to get it over the net. Here comes Backshots. Free ball here for I'm a Baller. Good first touch, good second touch, but it's going to go over the net. Here's Backshots with the response. Moore with the spike. Finds the captain for the dig. That ball goes over to the Backshot side. They're trying to get another one over to the I'm a Baller side. Good dig there from I'm a Baller. Number 1 here, trying to set her teammates up. Simpson able to get that ball over the net easily. Bay, the first one to receive it on the Backshot side. This rally looks like it's never going to end. Free ball here for I'm a Baller. Good pickup there from Sotelo on the I'm a Baller side. Set here from Backshots. Big hit from Bay. Finds the diving leg of number 11, Noah Fujikane, but it's not enough as he puts it out of bounds. 9-11 here in favor of Backshots. What a rally there, Whit.
Yeah, that was a great rally. Both sides not willing to concede. Kind of like what happens with an earthquake. Both tectonic plates, one has to undergo subduction if we want to move anywhere forward.
Bit of a geology lesson there from you, Whit.
Yeah.
I kind of love it. I can't lie. As that first service is an ace. Rolls back on the other side. Again, Charity Jackal going to be happy with that one. Makes it a 12-9 game here. Her next service is going to find Hunter. Over to O'Brien. O'Brien to Fujikane. Finds that Backshot side. Here's Nathan Neri to Moorer. Finds the net and trickles over for a point. 13-9 here for Team Backshots.
You know, for Backshots, I feel like Will Simpson's maybe just jumping a little tad early trying to block all these shots. He's got the length, he's got the wingspan, he just needs to jump a little later.
There's a tip job there from the I'm a Baller side. Whistle and a point towards I'm a Baller. And they're going to substitute here. The captain, O'Brien, will come out. In to replace her will be Sawyer Ashman. And Will Simpson, like you just mentioned, Whit, is now finding himself on the service line this time around. He finds more first free ball here for I'm a Baller. They quickly get it to the other side. Backshot service to Bay. Big spike. Not going to find the line. Very close one there. Great call by the refs, and it's now 13-11. Will Simpson still on the service line.
Always admired how they could see all the way back there, and like by an inch, these refs are so good.
Here's Moore with the spike. Trying to dig that one out is Fujikane, but it rolls off of his arms there, and it makes it I believe a 14-11 game here for Team Backshots. Scoreboard says otherwise. But it is 14-11. Backshots with a 3-point lead. There goes the scoreboard, adjusting itself. We've got Legend Reigns, the server here for Team Backshots.
Legend, huh?
Did a phenomenal job serving in that first set. Let's see what they're made of this time around. Leaves that one, and it falls in Coffin's corner. Great job there by Jonah Sotelo, able to find the open room and make it a 14-12 game.
Jonah just putting it where the man can't get it on the back shot side, just over the outstretched arm.
Now on the other side of the floor here, this is Amanda Racina serving for Team I'm a Baller. Down by 2. Service is high and shallow. Fake there from Team Backshots. Great job there by Nathan Neri, the setter here for Team Backshots, able to see that open space and immediately set it over. I'm a Baller wasn't expecting it at all, and now he'll be the server here for Team Backshots.
I don't know if I've ever seen a fake in intramural college volleyball.
Oh no, we've had a plethora of them. Whit, let me tell you, as the service from Neri's going to find Simpson first, makes its way on over to Sotelo. Before Backshots can do anything about it, here's Gabrielle, able to get that one slowly over. Jasmine Hunter trying to get a hand under it, pancake that ball, not able to do so, and it's now 16-12 in favor of Backshots.
Crowd trying to get them motivated. Backshots trying to hold on to the lead as they score another one off the serve.
Neri with the service ace there. Will Simpson looked as though he may have wanted to hit that with his thigh, maybe his leg, to try and keep that ball up, but second guessed it. I think he felt the presence of Racina behind him. Instead, they both think that they're both going to hit it, and it lands right between them. We've got a 17-12 game here and a timeout called on the floor.
Well, I don't think we've seen a couple people from the Backshot side enter in the game, including Leah Pride, I believe, and Valen has entered the game, excuse me. I know Leah Pride has not. So I'm really liking to see them get into this more bench role as they try to close this one out.
Yeah, and on the other side of the bracket here, Just Libout and Block Party are on a 21-21 tie game in set number 1. Again, the winner of that taking on the number 1 seed in Julie Regulates on the left side of the bracket. But we're focused on this game here. Backshots with the service still. That's Neri in the 17 yellow penny trying to do a job for his team. He's been doing phenomenal so far. Referee blows the whistle. And here we go. Buzzer goes off. Sotelo trying to set his teammates up. That'll be Ashman on the other side. Backshot's trying to set something up. Here's Gabrielle with a big spike. Able to catch I'm a Baller on the flat foot. Here's a big hit, but it's going to hit the top rafter. It'll be a point automatically for Team Backshots, even though Moore did control that very well. It looked like she wanted to play on.
Yeah, I mean, that was going to go and drop in front of the Backshots, just front line right there. So it was good, but just touched a little bit of that bar up there, making the speakers rattle.
3 points to the first set win here for Team Backshots, trying to recover after dropping the first set. That set a little far out for Moore, but she still finds some great real estate there. Jasmine Hunter on the I'm a Baller side, not able to handle it, and now it's 19-12. 2 points away here for Team Backshots. Neri still the server. I'm a Baller, and Will Simpson gets it back over the net. Neri keeps it in play. Play there for I'm a Baller. A great hit there from Fujikane. As I'm a Baller not going down without a fight here. A substitution on the I'm a Baller side as Haley O'Brien will come in for Jasmine Hunter. The server, Jonas Sotelo, trying to rile his team back into this one. Bay with the set. Neri with the high spike, not able to find any real estate, and now I'm a Baller makes it within 5 here.
He's holding his mouth thinking, dang, I can't believe I just did that, because now they have a chance to really start a rally here and come back into this one, and you never want to give your opponent a chance to win or a chance to come back.
I mean, speaking of chances for your opponents to win, the server Sotelo offering up a free one here for Team Backshots. It'll be Jacob Bay, the server, trying to get the job done. That one not going to find the other side of the net. And it's now 20-15. You can really tell he's trying to put his all into that one. Hits off his hand a little bit funky. And now I'm a Baller has the ball again. Sawyer Ashman with the service here. Finds Reigns on the back shot side. Here's Bay with the set. Moore with the free ball over to the I'm a Baller side, and it falls in place. This series is tied at 1 apiece.
Great composure to come back into the second set. Know you're down 1, and they've established dominance in the second set early on.
Yeah, so we go to a third set, and of course this third set, the best of 15 points compared to the 21 points that we do the first 2 times around. You still got to win by 2 per normal volleyball rules, but first team to 15 points and the first team to win by 2 at that 15-point mark will go on here in the playoffs. And again, let's take one more look here at the brackets. Again, we are witnessing a round 1 game here. This winner of this game will take on 6-7 White Tea. They will fill up that bye spot there, about 3 spots from the bottom on the right side here of the Co-Rec Volleyball playoffs. And I mean, just a stacked lineup of teams. We've got Julie Regulates, again, the big, heavy-hitting favorites in this tournament. I'd hit that. Sinigan, Caleb the Best, Elbows Deep, BTA, Blueberry, Six Steezy. Again, some phenomenal teams that we've seen so far in the volleyball intramural season, but this is all about who can come out on top, and we're just barely getting underway here with game 1 of round 1.
Yeah, I mean, both sets have like a pace of around 18 or 19 minutes, so on pace to end right around 7 o'clock, just in time to start the second game. So it looks like we're in for a night of back-to-back thriller action. Speaking of thriller, have you seen the Michael Jackson movie yet, Will?
I haven't actually. I've been seeing a lot of kind of mixed reviews about it. Obviously, I saw the abysmal Rotten Tomatoes score that I got. I believe that thing was under like 30% or something.
Really?
It was crazy.
Wow.
And there were a couple of IMDb scores that also agreed with that. I mean, I'll bring up Letterboxd scores, but, you know, we know that those aren't really critics that are kind of commenting on the movie. It's more about just regular moviegoers that are saying their 2 piece, and they didn't really have anything good to say about it.
Hey, that's why you have the Rotten Tomatoes fan score.
That is
the
true.
The fan score normally tells the entire story, whether the Rotten Tomatoes store is just looking like they're looking for Interstellar in Toy Story 3, and you're simply not going to get it.
That is very true, but I've seen a couple of social media clips online, and there are a lot of people that are hyping it up. Obviously, you'd like to imagine that it's maybe a bit of a paid partnership or a bit of promotion that they're doing to kind of like get some following on their accounts. It is played by
his cousin or his nephew.
Yes. Yeah, and he actually went to the sanctuary where Michael Jackson's chimpanzee is currently held. Chimpanzee, you want to take a guess as to how old that chimpanzee is? Again, Michael Jackson got it when it was relatively young.
Okay, my guess is 38.
Not a bad guess. It's 43 years old.
Oh, I was going to guess 41. Okay. What's his name again?
That is a great question. Let me find that here.
If
Michael
you know, drop it in the
Jackson
comments.
Chimpanzee. Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Bubbles the chimp.
Knew it was something with B.
Bubbles the chimp. He currently resides at the Center for Great Apes in Florida. That was back in 2005 he got sent there. And he's now 43 years old, lives a peaceful life, painting and socializing with other chimps. Love to see it.
All right, well, let's get back to
volleyball.
To the game action
Let's
here.
Get back to some
and
volleyball.
A thriller of this third set.
There we go. There's the full circle moment. Backshots and I'm a baller. Best of 15 in set number 3. Backshot's going to be serving first. Here they are with a chance to try and get the first point on the board. Gabrielle trying to get that one, but not able to do so. And the first point belongs to I'm a baller. 1-0 early here for the team in pink. The first server looks like it'll be Will Simpson in the pink penny.
That block did not come from the big man in the middle. Actually came from Noah Fujikane. He's been all around the court today.
Free ball here for I'm a baller. Backshots are going to get the favor returned for him. Here's Moorer, a bit of a tip drill. Finds some open lane, but a diving Hunter keeps it in play, and they'll get the point. What a play there by Hunter.
Backshots maybe tapping into what they had cooking in the first set. Maybe putting it back in the air fryer, letting it crisp and cook up.
And, I mean, that's not the first time we've seen Jasmine Hunter lay out for one in order to keep her team alive in the point sector. Here comes Backshot. Gabrielle, tip drill. Hunter again with a diving play, but they're going to call a foul, and she can't believe it.
Dang. What did I say in the pregame? We're going to see lots of diving, lots of effort being played. No team wants to go home early. They want to make it to the next day and play for the coveted trophy championship.
Yeah. Hunter joking with both her teammates and her opponents, saying that she was trying to squirm her way not to pass the line. Obviously, if you pass the line, it's an automatic point for the other team. Trying her best not to do that as she was sliding over towards the backshot side, and her momentum, unfortunately, taking her across the line. But I'm a baller able to get right back on the board here. It's now It's actually a point towards Team Backshots. It's a tie game here at 2-2. I thought as though the ref called a point there for Team I'm a Baller. Instead, she was just pointing towards the ground as to where the ball landed. The service there from Moyer isn't going to find any real estate on the I'm a Baller side, and it's now a point towards the team in pink. Hunter is going to come out. In for substitution is Ashman. Ashman's service will find more. The set over to Bay. There's a whistle quickly called. And a fault on the Backshot side. It's now 4-2 in favor of I'm a Baller. Bay can't believe it. Here's Ashman again. Oh, and a bit of a miss hit there from number 18. That's Charity on the Backshot side. Gets a little bit tangled up with her teammate Bay, but it's a 5-2 game here. I'm a Baller looking to ride this momentum out as they only need 10 more points. The set over towards the other side of the court. That's Marquez Ruiz getting his first point of the game. And they're actually going to revoke it here.
Wow. Don't celebrate too early. I believe on the landing he stepped on the line.
The UNLV club coach has a little bit something to say there for that. And the claim that he's making is that if the ball touches the floor, then the ball the point should be counted and the play should be dead. At that point, anything after that, you can't really call anything. But it'll still be in favor for I'm a Baller. Ashman still the server here. That ball finds Gabrielle, hits it, big spike there, and a big recovery from Simpson. Oh my goodness, they're going to say it's a point on Backshot. Jasmine Hunter can't believe it. She's looking for a replay. We do not have the abilities to do that. I wish we did. We need more funding than that. But Jasmine Hunter is currently pacing up and down the court here.
Ball don't lie, as the coach says.
That is very true. The UNLV club coach said that last point didn't really belong to I'm a Baller. So he's saying that it's only right that Backshots is able to get that point back. Here's the spike from Team Backshots. A great job there from Bay. Again, it could have been Bay or Marquez Ruiz. They're getting a little bit tangled up there on the right side of the court, but it's 6-4 here as Team Backshots is trying to claw their way back. Nathan Neri, the server. This service finds Simpson. He chooses to set it, and it's a free ball over to Coffin's corner. But Gabrielle is able to get it cleanly. Here comes the spike from Backshots, a free ball for Simpson. The captain able to take care of that one. That ball high, hits the net, bounces, and inbounds.
Wow.
Great play there from Amanda Racina. A high dig in order to get that ball over the net. It trickles into Backshot territory, and it's a 7-4 game.
Never say Backshot territory again. That was crazy.
What? It's Backshot territory.
Backshot territory.
Yeah.
It is on them for naming themselves the Backshots.
I mean, we've got some wild names with it. Like, Backshots isn't even the worst of them.
No, it's not.
You do love that kind of fun side to it, though, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that the intramural hub of UNLV, or the intramural council or committee, whatever you want to call them, does not try to censor these team names.
No, yeah, absolutely.
They allow them to express themselves however they want, and they want to be called Backshots, then so power to the people.
I mean, we've got 2 6-7 references. Jasmine Hunter getting very colorful here on the sidelines. As I mentioned, the 6-7 reference. Here it is on the scoreboard. Backshots with the service. Jasmine Hunter thought that last ball was in. Again, trying to prove her point. She does not kind of have the better angle than the referee on the far side, but nonetheless, it's a point towards Backshot. Big spike there for them. Here comes the set from I'm a Baller. The captain will barely get it over the net. Gabrielle will hit it on over to Neri, who sets it over the net. Deke set from the I'm a Baller side. A side spike there from Backshots. Kick from I'm a Baller keeps the ball alive and into the Backshot side of the court. Here comes Moore with the hit. Just manages to get over the net. I'm a Baller sends it right back. Here's Backshots with the hit in towards the deeper side of the court. The captain trying to get it back centered. Great job there from Sotelo getting it to the Backshot side. The deke from from Backshots isn't successful. I'm a Baller reads it cleanly. Sotelo with the dig on the ground. Here comes Simpson with the set over the net. Neri with the set on the back end from the Backshots. Here comes Moore with the clean hit. Simpson able to keep that one up. It hits the backboard. And I'm a Baller not able to keep it up as it rattles around in the rafters. Great rally there as applause all around.
I would just like to mention that even though they didn't get the point, I'm a Baller was literally the ball. They kicked it up towards the basketball hoop. It went off the glass, and then they kicked it, and it went back to their teammate right into the hand. Had that counted, we would still be playing that. That's just great hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, had they had one more touch to work with there, it would have been a phenomenal recovery for the I'm a Baller side. But another point here for Team Backshots. Legend Rain still the server here. 8-7 ball game in favor of Backshots. That one goes straight into the net, and it's now 8-8 here. Again, we've got some exciting matchups for you here today, folks. Coming up next will be Caleb the Best against Team Oddfellas. Oddfellas also making their debut here on the Rebel Intramural Sportsnet, as that hit from Jasmine Hunter doesn't find any of her teammates, and it's now 9-8 for Backshots. Just a back and forth affair here, Whit.
Back and forth affair, definitely, but I wonder if Backshot starts getting away from them, they'll put some of their subs in. 3 players in this game yet to not play. It's been all 6, all through sets 1 and 2.
Here comes Backshots, tip drill there from Gabrielle, and it'll be a point for Team I Am a Baller as they tie this up at 9-9. Moore hit the net on that spike, giving Team I Am a Baller the free point. We haven't seen too many substitutions on the Backshot side. It's mainly been this I'm a Baller team that's had some substitutions. Then again, they've only got one person to substitute at any given time, whereas Backshots have 3.
But not one of them has gone in, which is so crazy.
Range with the dig. The set from Bay. Here's Moore with the big spike out of bounds. And the point to I'm a Baller makes it 10-9.
Like I said, a little too much ketchup on that one. A little too much mustard last time. Switching it up.
A little too much dip on the chip. High service there from Sotelo. The set on the back shot side. Gabrielle will tip it over, but she'll hit the net. Looked as though that back shots were going to get a point there, as Jasmine Hunter wasn't going to get there in time for that one, but they call a fault on the back shot side, and we're also going to get a timeout here in a 9-11 game here.
Remember last game when Caleb DeBest, those fans showed out.
Oh, yeah.
And they were hungry for a Caleb DeBest win. I'm seeing some of them start to pile in here.
Yeah.
Not to like take attention from this game, but we got an absolute beauty of a game coming up next. So make sure you stay tuned here on RISN for that one as we take a time out here in beautiful sunny Las Vegas. Not as sunny today, about 60 to 70 degrees. Here in the Sin City, 68 degrees. You know, with a little wind is making it cooler.
Yeah. And which is what you love to see. Right before we get to those extreme heats of the summer, you kind of want it to cool down just a little bit so that, you know, you can at least enjoy the weather as it's still sunny and bright out after the gloomy winter that we had a couple of months ago. But again, an exciting slate, like Whit was saying. Caleb DeBest and Oddfell is going to be up next. Then we've got our first round 2 game between the Blueberries and Six Steezy. And then to cap off the night, BTA against SK and Sphero, the Greek life representatives, as we're ready to get right back underway here. I'm a baller. Will Simpson setting the ball up, not high enough to get a spike going. Back shots, trying to answer back. Gabrielle trying to set it back on over to Bay. The set there from Simpson as the captain will get it back to center court. I'm a ball, gets it to the back shot size. Here's Bay with the set. Moore with the hit. Way over, and it's a point for team I'm a baller.
She needs to kind of lock it in here. I mean, that's 3 in a row that she sent to the other line. And she just needs to have just a little less power, and we'd be looking at this game a whole lot differently.
Deke there from back shots. Will Simpson setting the ball over. Rains is the first one to gather it. Another Deke from the back shot side. The captain is trying to get it back to the center side. Will Simpson does a good job keeping it back. Here's Will Simpson with the set on over. I thought he was going to jump up for a big spike there. On the I'm a baller side, here's Simpson with the set over towards Ashman, who's able to tip it over. Back shots, recover it cleanly. A Deke job again there from back shots. Will Simpson sets it to Ashman. She's given a free ball to back shots. It'll be Rains again to recover it. Bay over to Gabrielle. Another free ball here, but he lands right in between the captain and Hunter. Oh my goodness. First point in 3 sets there for Team Backshots, as it's now 12-10.
Lots of good rallies here. Mentioned it time and time again. Teams are both very equally matched.
I'm a baller, desperately trying to get this ball on the other side of the court. They do so successfully. The set from Backshots results in a free ball for I'm a baller. A free ball back on the other side for Backshots. Rains is the first one to carry it. Bay with the set, the hit over, finds Simpson. That's going to hit the net. They're able to recover cleanly, get it on the other side of the net. Backshots, the set. That's Neri able to get it on the other side of the net. Another tip. Will Simpson, another tip. And that one's out of bounds off the hands of Neri. 3 points here for Team I'm a Baller, as they are 2 away from closing this game out and moving on here in the playoffs.
Ice in her veins. Does the captain have it in her to close this one out?
The service from the captain finds Bay on the back shot side. Here's Gabrielle. Sotelo able to field that one cleanly. Hunter gets it on the other side of the net with 1 hit to spare. Here comes Moore with the big hit, and it's out of bounds. 1 point to glory here for Team I'm a Baller, and it's up to the captain. Haley O'Brien on the line. Playoff implications in order to move on to round number 2. High service, and it's out of bounds. Very anticlimactic there, Whit.
Yeah, well, thanks to you, you built it up. That was a great build-up right there. It's just an unfortunate event that didn't quite build up to the hype.
Charity Jackal, the server for Backshots, gets that over cleanly. Sotelo with the dig. Hunter with the free ball over towards the Backshot side. That's Bay. Over to Neri. Neri gets it over the net. Here comes Simpson with the free ball to the Backshot side. Great dig there, and it lands right in front of Moore. And it'll be Team I'm a Baller moving on here into round number 2 of the playoffs. A devastating blow there on the Backshot side as Moore watched it drop right in front of her. They take the set 15-11 and move on to the next round of playoffs with.
Yeah, I mean, just a great effort from both sides. Unfortunately, Backshots just decided that maybe they weren't up to the challenge today because I'm a Baller brought their A game. Now they're doing celebrations all along the outside line, so they'll move on to next week and live to fight another day.
Yeah, and speaking of next week, as we take a look at the playoff picture here, there's I'm a Baller inserting themselves against 6-7 White T next week. Should be an exciting game between those two feisty opponents, but Backshots eliminated here in round number 2, not able to get to the major field of the playoffs, but we've got 3 more games going on tonight and an exciting slate the rest of the way here for the Intramural Volleyball playoffs. So don't go anywhere. Make sure to stay tuned right here on the Rebel Intramural Sports Net. Feel free to subscribe, leave a like, comment down your favorite players, your favorite moments to stay in touch with everyone involved here. Will Lewin, Whit Lummis signing off. We'll see you in the next game.